The sound before impact. There is a sound most people never forget. Not the explosion, not the shaking glass, not the collapsing concrete. The sound before it. A low, mechanical growl in the sky, or sometimes nothing at all. Then light, then pressure, then chaos. Airstrikes and missile attacks are not abstract military events. They are physics. They are shock waves. They are fragmentation patterns. They are predictable forces governed by measurable laws. And because they are physics, they can be understood. And if they can be understood, they can be survived. Today, we're not talking politics. We're not talking strategy. We're talking survival. This is how to survive airstrikes and missile attacks based on blast science, structural engineering, trauma medicine, and real battlefield data. Part 1. Understand the threat. Blast Physics 101. Before you survive something, you must understand it. An explosion kills in 5 primary ways. 1. Primary blast injury. Overpressure wave damages lungs, ears, and internal organs. 2. Secondary blast injury. Shrapnel and debris become high-speed projectiles. 3. Tertiary blast injury. The body is thrown into walls or objects. 4. Quaternary effects. Burns, structural collapse, toxic exposure. 5. Psychological shock. Disorientation leads to fatal decisions. The most dangerous element is not the fireball. It is the pressure wave. When a missile detonates, it creates a high-pressure front traveling faster than sound. The closer you are, the higher the overpressure. At certain thresholds, 5 psi can shatter windows, 15 psi can collapse residential structures, 35 plus psi can cause fatal lung rupture. This is measurable science from military blast studies. Your goal is simple. Reduce exposure to pressure, reduce exposure to fragments, increase structural shielding. Survival becomes geometry and material science. Part 2. Where you stand determines whether you live. Location is everything. The worst places to be: near windows, on upper floors, in open streets, inside vehicles, on rooftops. Glass is lethal. When windows shatter, fragments travel at high velocity. Most civilian injuries in airstrikes come from flying glass, not direct hits. Upper floors collapse first due to structural shear. Vehicles provide almost zero blast protection. They amplify shock waves. The best places to be: underground, basements, interior rooms without windows, reinforced concrete structures, behind load-bearing walls, subway systems, or hardened shelters. Concrete absorbs blast energy far better than brick. Earth absorbs energy better than concrete. That's why underground shelters work. The deeper and more layered material between you and the explosion, the better your odds. If you cannot go underground, go inward. Distance from external walls matters more than comfort. Part 3. The first 10 seconds. What to do when you hear impact. If you hear incoming artillery or missile approach, you have seconds. Here is the correct sequence. 1. Drop immediately. 2. Lie flat, face down. 3. Cover your head and neck. 4. Open your mouth slightly. Why open your mouth? Because overpressure damages closed air cavities. A slightly open mouth can help equalize pressure and reduce eardrum rupture risk. Keep your feet towards the direction of the blast if known. Your legs can absorb fragments better than your torso. Do not stand near walls. Do not look out windows. Do not run towards the explosion. The instinct to look kills. Part 4. After the blast, the secondary danger. Many people survive the first strike and die in the second. Airstrikes often come in waves. Wait at least 5 to 10 minutes before moving unless the structure is collapsing. Check yourself for bleeding. Shock masks pain. Look for blood pooling, ringing ears, shortness of breath, dizziness. If someone is bleeding heavily, apply direct pressure immediately. Use cloth, clothing, anything. If blood is spurting rhythmically, that is arterial. Apply a tourniquet above the wound. Modern trauma medicine shows that rapid bleeding control within the first 3 minutes is the difference between life and death. Part 5. Structural collapse, surviving rubble. If the building collapses, air pockets save lives. The triangle of life theory is controversial in earthquake science, but in blast collapse, void spaces near heavy furniture or reinforced beams can create survivable pockets. If trapped, conserve oxygen. Do not scream continuously. Tap in patterns. Text if possible. SMS uses less bandwidth than calls. Dust inhalation is a killer. Use cloth over your mouth. Breathe slowly. Most trapped survivors die from crush injuries or suffocation, not impact. Part 6. Chemical and secondary hazards. Some missile attacks target infrastructure. If you smell gas, do not use lighters, do not turn on switches, move slowly. If industrial facilities are hit, toxic plumes may spread. The safest position is indoors, sealed room, minimal airflow. This is called shelter-in-place protocol used in chemical hazard responses globally. Close windows, turn off ventilation, seal gaps with tape or cloth. Stay low if smoke enters, hot gases rise. Part 7. Psychological warfare, staying mentally functional. Panic kills faster than pressure waves. The human nervous system under extreme stress narrows perception. Tunnel vision causes fatal mistakes. Train your mind. Breathe 4 seconds in. Hold 4 seconds. Release 4 seconds. Repeat. Controlled breathing reduces cortisol spikes. Clear thinking preserves energy and coordination. People who survive prolonged bombardment share one trait. They follow routines. Routine creates psychological structure inside chaos. Eat small portions. Hydrate. Rest when possible. Exhaustion leads to poor judgment. Part 8. Preparing before it happens. If you live in a high-risk zone, preparation is not paranoia. It is probability management. Your emergency kit should contain water, 3 liters per person per day minimum, flashlight, battery radio, first aid kit, tourniquet, power bank, copies of ID, basic mask, gloves. Store supplies near your shelter location, not in your car, not in the kitchen, near your safest room. Know the nearest reinforced structure within 2 minutes walking distance. Time is survival currency. Part 9. What most people get wrong. They underestimate debris. They overestimate vehicles. They ignore aftershocks. They freeze near windows to record. Survival is not heroic, it is disciplined. Military survival doctrine emphasizes 3 priorities: cover, concealment, and communication. Cover stops bullets in fragments. Concealment hides you. Communication coordinates survival. Understand the difference. Drywall hides you. Concrete protects you. Part 10. The brutal truth. Direct hits are often unsurvivable, but most people are not killed by direct hits. They are killed by being too close to glass, running into open streets, ignoring follow-up strikes, failing to control bleeding, and entering unstable structures too early. Survival rates increase dramatically when people move inward, move downward, stay low, wait, think. This is not theory, this is data from modern warfare analysis. The discipline of survival. War compresses human life into seconds. You cannot control geopolitics, you cannot control missiles, but you can control position, you can control preparation, you can control breathing, you can control movement. And in blast survival, small decisions become massive outcomes. Survival is not luck, it is physics plus discipline. If you found this valuable, share it, because in conflict zones, knowledge is not content, it is armor. Stay aware, stay grounded, stay alive.